Welcome back to Objectified. Today, we are going deep into a topic that is often overlooked in mainstream discussions of science and history: the cultural significance of indigenous knowledge. This is a vast, vital, and beautiful tapestry of understanding, and its threads are woven into the very fabric of human civilization. It is time we give this wisdom the respect and recognition it is due. For centuries, Western academic traditions have dominated the narrative of progress and discovery. We learn about Newton, Einstein, and the scientific method. But there exists another body of knowledge, one accumulated over tens of thousands of years, passed down orally through practice and within specific cultural contexts. Indigenous knowledge is not just a collection of quaint folklore. It is a sophisticated, evidence-based system of environmental management, medicine, astronomy, and sustainable living. It represents a different way of knowing the world, one that is deeply relational, holistic, and rooted in specific local ecosystems. How does a system of knowledge endure for millennia without written textbooks? The origin story of indigenous knowledge is intrinsically linked to the origin story of humanity itself. When early peoples settled in new lands, they were faced with countless practical problems. What plants are edible? What is poisonous? How do we predict the weather? And how do we build shelter that survives a monsoon? The answers came through rigorous, repeated observation and experimentation. Consider the people who first understood the medicinal properties of quinine to treat malaria, or the complex agricultural techniques of the Maya that allowed for massive city-states to flourish in challenging climates. This was not luck. It was the result of acute intellectual rigor applied to the environment. The deep understanding of seasonal cycles, animal migration, and the interconnectedness of all life forms was codified into stories, ceremonies, and daily practices. These cultural containers ensured the knowledge remained accurate and transferable across generations. This is a living, breathing system, one that continues to evolve. Indigenous peoples have never been static and innovated upon as they faced changing climates, introduced species, and new social pressures. Take, for example, the agricultural innovation of polyculture, such as the famous three sisters of corn, beans, and squash, practiced by many North American nations. The corn provides a trellis for the beans return nitrogen to the soil, and the squash leaves shade the ground, reducing weeds and retaining moisture. This is an elegant, high-yield, and sustainable farming technique. It is a biological engineering marvel that has sustained populations for centuries. When modern science rediscovers a technique like controlled burning to prevent catastrophic wildfires, it is often a validation of a long-standing, practiced innovation that indigenous fire practitioners have used for millennia. This is not simply tradition. It is applied ecological science. The cultural significance of this knowledge cannot be overstated. It is the heart of indigenous identity. For many indigenous nations, their traditional ecological knowledge is inseparable from their language, their spirituality, and their law. It dictates who they are, how they relate to the land, and what their responsibilities are to future generations. Did you know that the sophisticated celestial navigation techniques of Polynesian wayfinders who could cross thousands of miles of open ocean using only the stars, waves, and bird patterns are now being studied by modern space navigation experts? Or consider that many modern drug companies are actively investigating traditional Amazonian remedies because the potential for novel compounds is so high. Furthermore, the knowledge of seed varieties held by indigenous farmers is critical for global food security, providing resilience against climate change because these local varieties are often much hardier than monoculture crops. This knowledge is an asset to all of humanity. Indigenous knowledge offers us a necessary perspective shift. It reminds us that human beings are a part of the ecosystem, not separate from it or masters of it. It offers a path forward that values complexity, reciprocity, and deep time thinking. We owe it to the people who hold this knowledge and to ourselves to listen, to learn, and to collaborate. This is not just a topic for history books. It is a critical component of our collective future. We want to hear your thoughts on this complex and essential topic. What are examples of Indigenous knowledge systems you find particularly inspiring? Please share your insights and engage with us in the comments section below. Your participation helps elevate these important conversations. If you found this video informative, please like the video and subscribe to Objectified. We release new videos every week, exploring the fascinating stories behind the objects and ideas that shape our world. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.